Alright, so firstly, you obviously want to open cock. Then you want to go to your tab that says Virtual Deck Storage. And it might take a little bit to load. There we go. So what you want to do is, and this is the way that I found that worked anyway. There's a few different ways, technically, but this is the so firstly, let's use Soul Ring as our example now. The Aether thingamajig, let me see. The Aether thingamajig from Final Fantasy 14 online. That's a pretty cool printing, so we can either use that or we can type in the set code SLD, which is for Secret Lair Drop, and that will contain the the Hatsune Miku variant. Whichever one you want to use is up to you. I have the Final Fantasy printing up at the top because because for the second version, you can go to manage sets up here at the card database and put whatever set you want at the tippity top to make it appear as your set cards. So in this case, I have the Final Fantasy cards set at the top, thus creating the Final Fantasy cards at the top of my selection list. And any cards that have a Final Fantasy printing automatically are the Final Fantasy printing. Of course, if I want to switch them to a different printing, I just type in any printing I want, or the printing set code. You can type in the set code or the set name. So, for example, if I type in Marvel Universe, I won't get anything on Swiftfoot Boots. But if I do it on one sec. If I do it on, why do I have two high tides in here? What the fuck? I'm only supposed to have one. Interesting. I'm pretty sure it's not even a problem. The other, anyways, that's enough getting distracted. Sorry. If I were to type, for example, on the planes, Marvel Universe, I wouldn't get anything because apparently they do. But if I were to type Spider, then I would get the Marvel Spider-Man sets, which technically you would also get from Marvel. Typing in Marvel, but that's cool. If I were to do it on Path to Exile, typing in Marvel's, what the fuck is there? Just a planes hanging out in the middle of the islands? What the fuck? Anyways, I'm pretty sure that one's supposed to be an island too. The hell's going on with this piece of shit anymore? Okay, anyways. If I can fucking find, there it is, Path to Exile, and I type in Marvel, I get possibly the coolest Path to Exile, little Spider-Man No More variant. Look at that fucking Spider-Man No More. Yeah. So that's one. So that's the main way. Besides putting a set at the top. And when you're done choosing whatever variants you want, if you don't know what set a variant belongs to, you can either just scroll it down here, or you can open up the card in Architect, and Architect will show you if it'll load. if it'll look. And Architect will show you, let's use Skull Clamp as our example. We'll show you all available printings of the card. And we'll even tell you what printing it is from. So see here it says C16, or on this one it says it's from Secret Lair Drop. That's what SLD stands for. I think I mentioned that earlier. That one's from 40K, which I believe belongs to the Warhammer printings. Or this one that is MODOK. It is MODOK. It is from Marvel. Oh, that's surprisingly not the ugliest MODOKs looked. Anyways, so when you're done with that, ignore me accidentally opening the Magic Set Editor. You want to go to Save Deck As, and you want to save it as whatever you want. That's literally the only way I could get it to save with my choices for some reason. And that's why I now have two of each deck I have. As for custom images, let's say you really, really, really like my edit of Urza's Ruinous Blast, turning it into Sephiroth's Supernova. So what you want to do is you want to go in here and you want to type the word because when I posted it, I used the word I like using the word a lot. And you can jump to the message. And you want to click download. And when you download the image, you'll notice it's already titled Urza's Ruinous Blast for you. Now, what you're going to want to do is obviously remove the when you save the image, you're going to want to remove the underlines, and you're going to want to add the apostrophe back in, because otherwise it won't work. So Urza's Ruinous Blast, and you'll see here I have an Urza's Ruinous Blast. And then you want to go back to Cock and you want to open your custom image folder. And I already have Urza's Ruinous Blast in here. So basically you want to find this folder, and then you want to open another copy of your file explorer so that you don't have to, find the custom image folder. And then you want to, copy your Urza's Ruinous Blast and put it into the other folder. And yeah, that pretty much explains the two main ways to do that.